part of its study session tomorrow. The Tucson City Council is scheduled to debate last month's hazmat spill on I-10, focusing on the lead safety agency and if it could have done a better job alerting the public to the toxic spill on the interstate. News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink is live outside of City Hall tonight with the story. Eric.
Sean, this is the memo Councilwoman Nikki Lee sent to her colleagues asking for this discussion. She represents the area that was most affected by the hazmat spill. Remember, parts of I-10 closed for more than 24 hours. Some had to shelter in place. She says she's not blaming DPS for a lack of communication, but she wants to come up with a game plan on how everyone involved can work together better in the future. The deadly single-vehicle rollover crash on I-10 that caused the nitric acid spill happened on that Tuesday afternoon just before 3 o'clock. Within minutes, the Arizona Department of Public Safety and other agencies, including Tucson Fire, were on scene. Traffic came to a standstill. It would be nearly 28 hours before the interstate was back open. For some families that needed to evacuate or shelter in place, Tucson City Councilwoman Nikki Lee says it was hard to get answers.
My hope is really just to really think about everyone who was involved, all of the stakeholders who were involved, especially our Ward 4 residents who were told to shelter in place, who were told, you can't come pick up your kids. Oh, no, wait, you've got to come pick up your kids. It was really confusing out here when this was all going on.
One parent at Vail Academy tells News 4 Tucson she believes the school and DPS did a good job letting families know about the moving parts.
The school communicated it to us very quickly. We got several phone calls stating that they were first going to shelter in place, and then immediately after that they called us back and said that we were to pick up our kids immediately. As soon as something new was released, there was messages going out.
Captain Ben Buller led the emergency response for the Department of Public Safety. He says his team is learning from communication gaps.
One of the lessons learned is more information is probably better in terms of getting the public notified about things.
Buller says the time for reflection after the spill has been key.
It's definitely something that I'm also very much proud of, is our ability to step back and identify those things that we can do better. So everybody, when these things happen in Tucson and Pima County, they can be very confident that they're getting the best leadership and the best decision making from their government agencies that they can get.
The interstate opened back up around 7 o'clock Wednesday night. Lee is grateful the hazmat situation wasn't worse, and she wants to focus on preparedness.
So I'm glad that it didn't happen in other locations across town, but I also want people to know that it could have. And if it does, how are we going to be prepared in the future?
Now, the discussion is expected here sometime during the 3 o'clock hour tomorrow. We'll be following what comes out of the meeting, so be sure to stay with News 4 Tucson on air, online, and on your mobile device for the very latest. We're live tonight outside Tucson City Hall. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.